Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and we are taking a look at Peter Molnar. He is a professional bodybuilder, but of course we haven't seen him in the IFBB. But I wager to say that this man is an IFBB professional. You can see here, 2010, he did win the World Amateur Championships, or World Amateur Cup, the IFBB, but since then, he hasn't been seen in the IFBB. He competes in other federations, as you can see here. And he's actually even competed for the NABA Pro Mr. Universe competition. So he's basically a NABA athlete, guys. And I actually was just given a request to do a comparison between Peter Molnar and the gentleman that we will see in a second, Chris Bumstead. But I have to say, guys, the exact same day I got the request, I seen Old School Labs, and I'm sure you guys follow him on YouTube. Old School Labs, fantastic channel. He was just doing a feature on Peter Molnar and whether he could be a classic physique division competitor, things of that nature. So anyway, a little shout out to Old School Labs. Let's begin this comparison between Peter Molnar and Chris Bumstead. And I will say, to be fair to Chris Bumstead, I believe Peter Molnar, he's an open athlete, so he can be any weight that he wants. And Chris Bumstead, obviously, on a weight cap, and you could see he's probably a little leaner, but this is a front relaxed position. I don't think Peter Molnar is really flexed. He's kind of like looking around at the audience, things of that nature, guys, so I don't think it's really fair to say who's winning in the front relaxed position. But I do see a leg size and an arm size of Peter Molnar. He may take advantage of the size advantage as we enter the muscularity round. And yes, I do say those arms, those legs of Peter Molnar, could he be a classic physique division competitor? Well, he's shorter than Chris Bumstead. And Chris Bumstead's still bending at the knees here, and he is taking some height away, but I think he's substantially taller than Peter Molnar. What a fantastic physique this Molnar has, guys. Look at this. This guy could be a classic physique division competitor. I would actually like to do a little international comparison here. Peter Molnar, maybe my next Peter Molnar video versus Sunit Jadhav. Would you guys like to see something like that? I think that would be very interesting. But this is interesting too. What a small waistline for Peter, actually battling back against that vacuum of Chris Bumstead, and the arms are better too. Wow, I do believe he's maybe even defeating Chris Bumstead. But that is just one pose, and as we know, you can't win a bodybuilding event on one pose. Front lat spread, and this is a Chris Bumstead pose, probably his best pose in my opinion. And then look over at Peter Molnar. Guys, this guy means business. He's maybe even taking out Chris Bumstead in the front lat spread. Can you imagine that? He doesn't have that vacuum that Chris possesses. He's even pulling a little bit of a vacuum here as Chris. Looks fantastic. But when you look at Peter Molnar, he is just peeled, guys. Peeled. I'm telling you right now, look at the chest, the arms, the abs, and the lats themselves. Maybe even more filled out. Well, maybe not. Chris Bumstead, very filled out in this region. But man, I'm telling you right now, guys, coming out of the front shots, I give Molnar an edge going into the side chest development. And Chris a little flat here. Brachialis, baby please, though. Pretty impressive. But like I said, a little flat in the chest. I like the way he is striking the pose. He's actually bowing his chest out. And Molnar, he's doing it the modern way. Unfortunately, I don't think they like it that way in the classic physique division. Of course, we're kind of judging this one as a classic physique matchup. But anyway, guys, I can almost hear you guys going to the comment section below now. I'm reading your minds, and I know what you guys want to see. You want to see Chris Bumstead now. See this? And this is exactly, I could read your minds. You guys wanted me to put this picture up. This is Chris Bumstead now, and wow, look at his chest. He's really working on that chest. He wants to have an Arnold Schwarzenegger pack. I'm telling you right now, he looks good. But anyway, guys, did I answer your call? Did I answer your thoughts? Did you guys want to see Chris Bumstead now in that comparison? Anyway, enough of that foolishness. Side tricep development. And I put Molnar even shorter here because I believe his upper body is leaning back into this pose. And you know what else he's doing? He's defeating Chris Bumstead in this side tricep. Look at the meat that he possesses in the tricep itself. Not to mention he's fantastic in the upper body, the legs. Little bit of gyno. Little bit of gyno. I can see it. I can see it. But you know what? You guys that say, oh, gyno is the worst thing since, well, I was going to say sliced bread, but that's not a bad thing. Worst thing since, I don't know, whatever, gyno. But you know what? I'd take gyno over one of them big corkscrew belly buttons and bubble guts any day of the freaking week. I'm telling you right now. So Molner, all the way, guys, heading into the back comparisons. And I believe if Peter Molnar switched to the IFBB, like I said, I believe he's a pro. He has a pro card, things of that nature, but don't quote me on that one, guys. Just new to this Peter Molnar, but I'm telling you right now, if he were to go to the classic physique division, I think he would take the title. I think he would take the title with ease. This guy's got a fantastic back development. I'm telling you right now, Chris Bumstead, he has been working on his back. Admittedly, it was maybe a weaker part for him, so he's probably a lot stronger in that area now. But as is, guys, in this comparison, I got Peter Molnar winning this one. And we've only got a couple of poses left. Due to lack of rear lat spread, we're right into the ab and thigh. In this one, I do admit I really see the gyno in this one. And if both guys are looking fantastic, which they do, gyno would be a decision maker, of course. But like I said, guys, look at that waistline of Peter Molnar. Wouldn't you rather see a little bit of gyno than one of those big belly buttons sticking out much more unsightly? Look at Phil Heath from 2017. He had a big belly button, corkscrew, and he had a big belly to boot. So I would much rather have a little bit of gyno. But like I said, Chris Bumstead, he would probably get an edge in the ab and thigh. Most muscular, and Peter Molnar, he's out-muscling Chris Bumstead. And yes, I know, he doesn't have a weight cap. He can get as big as he wants, and that extra couple of pounds really makes a difference, I'm here to tell you, especially when you're leaning down. Chris Bumstead would be a beast if he was in the open class. Would he be as big as the open guys? Well, probably not. He's a classic physique division competitor. Should be in the upper classic. But anyway, that doesn't exist. But if it did, I'm telling you, Chris Bumstead would look like a beast. Anyway, guys, I hate to disappoint you, Chris Bumstead fans. I'm a Chris Bumstead fan. Hey, he's a fellow Canadian. He just lives right down the road. Well, not really. Canada's a big place, you know. It's huge, actually. But anyway, guys, I got Peter Molnar winning this one. And it wasn't even that much trouble for him. I honestly think that if he did come to the IFBB Men's Classic Physique Division, he would rock the foundation, depending on how much weight he would have to lose. You have to take all that into consideration, guys. But as is, wow, what a physique this guy has. And I am pleased to introduce Peter Molnar to the Marx Max Muscle family and the channel. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have already heard of this guy. Like I said, Old School Labs just did a feature on him. Hit thumbs up on the video. I hope I answered the call to the request for this comparison. Hit thumbs up, subscribe. Have a great day, guys.